Take a deep breath because you deserve it. You deserve a moment to just chill and not worry about a thing. Actually, just do that for the rest of your life. Chill and don't worry about a thing. Because honestly, we don't have anything to worry about. Things might seem grim right now, but that's the way they want it to appear. The people that are in control of everything want to instill fear within everybody because fear creates confusion, and confusion creates hate, and hate leads to separation, and separation leads to everybody pointing fingers. Oh no, it's him, and then not realizing who's really at fault. And it's our system that needs changing. It's the system that needs to collapse. It's not us, but we need to change it. But it's easy because all we have to do is just be aware and spread awareness. If you're spreading awareness and sharing the message, then you're doing the best that you can right now. There's not much more we can do at this point. So there's no point in worrying or stressing about things that we cannot change. We can't just go outside and change it because it's going to take people coming together to actually change things. But with all this separation, how do we expect that to actually happen? The main thing I want to say really quick is just don't live in fear. Fear is how people have been controlled for ages. I wrote about this long before COVID. I started writing articles on this little website, nothing special, but just for my own personal use and just if anybody else got inspired, I started writing and it helped me understand things better. Whenever you write things down, it actually helps. It's a great way to vent. It's a great way to understand how you're feeling as well. And it's a great way to contemplate things from different perspectives in different ways using different words, gaining different understanding. But I've been talking about this forever. I've known about the corruption, the greed, like this, the control, the brainwashing of society. I've known about it all my life, pretty much. I was never really like up to cue with it. I didn't really care about it. Like I was just like whatever. I was still kind of just numb and desensitized myself. But it took me like meditating to actually shed some of those layers that were holding me back from actually finding my true self. And when you find your true self, that's when you find your power, and then nobody can take that away from you. That's your true self is your true will, your true confidence. Once you find that, nothing can break you. Maybe physically, yes, but nothing will break your confidence, your power. Nothing can take it away from you if you shed your those layers, let go of your attachments, let go of all your grudges, your hate. Stop pointing the fingers. Stop comparing your suffering to other people. Stop comparing your life to other people. Just live your own life. But don't seclude yourself from everybody and from love. Just because we don't all agree doesn't mean we can't live in harmony. This is something we need to do. We need to come together even if we like really don't like each other. You can love somebody, but you don't have to like them. I love everybody. I love and respect all people until they do something to lose my respect. But I always give everybody respect right away because they should have that benefit of the doubt always until they prove otherwise. But that's besides the point. I just want everybody to stop being afraid. There's nothing to worry about. I can't make anybody do anything, but you have to let go. You have to stop living in fear because that's how they control you. This is how they have controlled people for so long. And it's just like people will talk about how this has happened in history. Like this exact thing that is happening now has happened so many times throughout history. It happened when Hitler took power. Um, that's how they controlled people through fear. So many different times. And it's just history repeating itself, but so many people are ignorant, but it's because they choose to be ignorant. So I'm really proud of you and everybody that's choosing to educate themselves, whether it be through finding guidance with other people, light workers, or and or doing the research on yourself and having your own personal spiritual experience, going through all of the meditation practices, spiritual practices, dedicating yourself to that at least for a good amount of time until you have a breakthrough. It doesn't take very long. Just depends on how dedicated you are. If you really, really show your dedication to the divine, then they will reflect back to you everything that you put out. So there's higher powers that are guiding you. They are totally with you all the time. And the more you align with the divine or the divinity within yourself, the more they're going to guide you and protect you. And if you're seeing repeating numbers all the time, that's because they're telling you, "Good job. You're fucking doing it. You're right where you're supposed to be. Everything is happening exactly how it is supposed to happen in order for things to change. In order for humans to actually stand up and change things, it's going to have to get chaotic because humans will only change on the precipice. They will wait until death is knocking on their door before they're like, okay, sure, let me grab my bags. Hold on a minute. No, motherfucker, let's go. You dead. I'm just giving an example, but that it's like people won't change until they are forced to change. And it's ridiculous that it has to come to that. But it is what it is. There's no point in like stressing about any of it. I haven't been worried about it. Like one whole part of meditation is letting go of your fear of death. So I've let that go for a long time. The, the only attachment I really kind of had to this world is my dog, and that's because I know he would be devastated without me. He would be a broken heart without me, and that's because we're so connected. And he is like part of my soul. He's this is actually his third incarnation in this life. Third time he's come back to me in this life, and he's like my little familiar. So he's like definitely he's not just a physical attachment, he's actually a kind of a spiritual attachment as well. But beyond that, I'm not really attached to anything in this world, and I can leave anytime I want. I am gonna be back. I'll be back better than ever. And I'm only gonna keep getting better and stronger and upgrading and leveling up, and you will too. But you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta stop letting people control you. Um, I'm not saying that you are, but if they are, then you gotta make them stop because you are in control of your reality. No one else. We are all co-creating, so we do need to work together. But if we keep pointing fingers at each other and saying like it's your fault or your fault, you're creating separation. No, you're creating separation. Let's just admit that we are all kind of creating separation unknowingly, and That's like okay and not okay, but we do need to become aware of it. And maybe I've even done it sometimes, and it was never my intention, of course. But a lot of people will be hypocrites, and they won't even know they're being hypocritical until like they really just say, "Okay, yeah, I've been hypocritical." Like you have to admit it to yourself. If somebody else tells you, then it's just gonna upset you. But even when you tell yourself, you're gonna be like, "Damn it, I hate you, but you're right. But I still love you, and you're right, and I need to listen to you." It's your higher self, like telling you, "Well, you know, come on, you got to do the right thing." You know in your heart what that is, always, and just having like integrity when no, even when nobody else is around, you do the right thing. Sometimes like you'll have your shadow telling you no, take that cookie. You know you want it. You deserve that cookie. But I'm like, no, no, shadow. I am in control. That is stealing, and I will feel bad if I took the cookie. Maybe I'm just giving another example here, but but you, at the end of the day, you have to live with your choices. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're the one that have to live with your choices. Are you happy with everything that you're doing in your life? Because that's all that matters. If you're happy with your choices, and if you're not, then make different choices. It's it sounds simple, but it's also complicated, I guess. Maybe for some people, I don't know. It seems simple to me, but I'm a simple man. I like to simplify everything in a way that even a child could understand. And that just, for me, that gives a fresh perspective, an easy way for people to understand that it's just not like, what is he talking about? I'm not going to use fancy words. I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of people are fakers out there. They are trying to steal your money. They want to steal your time, steal your energy. Everybody's trying to steal your energy right now, and they have been. That's why we work 9 to 5, 5 days, 6 days a week. Most people, not me, because I'm trying to work away from that. But that's what we need. All need to be doing. We need to work away from those 9 to 5 jobs and start working for ourselves. Start putting money in our own pockets instead of somebody else. Become entrepreneurs, our own business owners. You can take anything in your life, whatever art or creation or skill that you have, and you can turn it into a business. You can make money in so many different ways that you don't have to sell your soul. And that's what we need to do. And we need to come together. We need to grow our own food. And it's like we're getting to a point where it's already like it's almost too late. But we're just gonna have to have faith in humanity that we will come together and help each other during a crisis. So if things do get crazier, and they will, let's just hope it doesn't get too crazy. Let's hope that humanity turns super loving and just helps each other instead of panicking and rioting and causing violence and all of these things. Who knows? But honestly, we should not be wasting our energy on that. Just just know that everything's going to be fine. We will be saved no matter what. There's no such thing as death. It's just an illusion anyways. we're good. Just make sure you're happy, because if you're happy, your vibration is going to be high, and it's going to be much higher than most people. Um, and it's going to be kind of hard to keep that high vibration, but at the same time, you're going to notice the gap between you and most of the world. And most of the world is living in fear right now. That's why you need to not live in fear, because you have to be that light. When we raise our vibration, we become like this bright light that glows. Like, just imagine you're looking at the world, the earth from space, and you see these little glowing orbs, some glowing brighter than the other ones, and that's just because they are feeling more love in that moment. Like, they're full of this love vibration. And the more you're living in that vibration, the more you're going to continue to glow. And you're literally lighting up the globe by doing that. When you share your light, you shine your light, you are spreading that subconsciously and consciously. People are going to receive that light from you. You are going to help people wake up just by waking yourself up. And there's so much to say. It's just, don't live in fear. That's how they brainwash people. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut it there. Love you all. Peace.